Hey guys, Thrasher here. We've got some new banners and we're getting some free Chrono Crystals. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so first up, it's a brand new PvP season. Make sure to go over to the PvP area and get your rewards. And then let's go into the news area. We'll talk about the two banners last. There's just a couple small things we need to talk about first. So game update announcement, nothing major here. It said updated various events. Nothing you care about in here at all. They've just basically done some minor upkeep. Nothing new that you need to look at. So Spacetime Duel number 30 is here. Same thing as always. They're gating the battle ranks. So up until battle rank 30, your characters will not be able to go past a certain level. After rank 30, they are then full 3000. Same as always, there's a title for first place. Obviously, that is the Super Spacetime Duel number 30 winner. You get the job requests that we've been getting, which are the Z1 requests that are the normal golden ones, and then you still get the blue ones for the juice if you still need that. And I highly recommend you finish that pretty soon because we don't have too much longer left on it. But as long as you're doing that every single day, multiple times a day, you get it done, no problem. And then this is the equipment item that you get. It's Don't You Agree? 18% to strike defense, 10% to special move damage, and 18% to base blast attack. It's for androids only. This is a reasonably good fail-safe type item, so if you have an android unit that for whatever reason is a blast-based unit and doesn't have lots of other equipment items, this is okay, but there are generally better blast-based attack equipment items that are available to a lot of characters, so I do recommend grabbing at least one of these, maybe two. You don't need a ton of them though, so just keep that in mind. If you already have them, you're good to go. If not, try to get at least one because it is a good fail-safe option like I said. And then down here, the rewards have stayed pretty much the same, especially down in the battle rank area. The only thing to keep in mind, I haven't really touched on this too much in the last couple videos where there were new PvP seasons. They have added a lot of missions after you hit battle rank 50, so if you were someone who used to just always hit battle rank 40 and quit there, it might be worth it to actually go to battle rank 50 now. There are a couple different missions that give you things as well as Chrono Crystals, so just keep that in mind. But outside of that, all this stuff is pretty standard. And then if we go down here, we see the ranking rewards. It's gone back to what it used to be, where you get 1500 Chrono Crystals if you win the season. Obviously only one person in the world can do that, and then everyone else in the top 10,000 will get 1000 Chrono Crystals. Other than that, there's nothing crazy here. We can go ahead and back out of here, and then let's talk about this right here, which are the free Chrono Crystals. So if we click on the details here, we see that we're going to get 500 Chrono Crystals if you complete a survey. The blue link right there in the center of the screen, if you click that on your phone, it will take you to the survey. All you have to do is put in your player ID and then fill out the survey, and they're going to send 500 Chrono Crystals to that player ID one time. You can only do it once, so keep that in mind. And then the other thing is down here, it tells you how to find your player ID if you don't know where it's at. It's on the main screen, so you can find your player ID on the title screen before you actually log into the game, or if you go to menu and then status. So you can close out of here, and then you click on, this is the menu here, obviously you click on status in the top right, and then it'll show you your player ID. So then let's go over to news again and make sure that I didn't miss anything. Yeah, the last thing that we need to talk about before we actually talk about the banners are these Chrono Crystal sales. There's nothing crazy going on here. They're all very, very standard sales. If you're someone who likes to spend money on this stuff and you feel like these are reasonably good deals, grab it. I personally don't feel like these are great deals for what I'd be looking for, but if you're someone who has lots of extra money to spend and you want to spend it, go for it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now, let's talk about these two banners. Let's close out of this right here, and we're going to go to summon. And I've done most of my dailies on, I think, everything except for this banner. Let me make sure here. Yeah, so I already did my daily on the Legends Regeneration. So this does have a daily discount. That's something to keep in mind as we talk about this. So let's go ahead and open up the Z-Power list, and we see that it's a 7% chance to pull a Sparking, as has pretty much been the case the last, I want to say 6-7 banners or so. It's pretty much always going to be the case, I think. It's going to be 7% is the bare minimum, and it will go up from there. Let's go over to here and look at this. So the Buhan is a great unit. He just isn't used a lot because Regeneration is not an amazing team right now. The Super Buu is a little underwhelming, but if you don't have him, he's still a unit that I would be okay with pulling. Maybe not at full price, but if I pulled him, obviously he's a Sparking. The Majin Buu good, not really a great unit anymore. The Perfect Cell is still a fantastic unit. He's still Z tier. The only real issue is he's not used on many of the premier teams at the moment, but there is an option to use him with the hit that has just come out if you want to run like a yellow, yellow, blue. I still don't think he's like the best option, but you could if you want to, but he's still an absolutely fantastic unit that you want to pull, and he's probably going to get better once the new fused Android 13 shows up. And then Slug is a good unit, but obviously not really running on any premier teams at the moment. Demon King Piccolo and Janemba used to be good units. They're not anymore. Regeneration has just fallen off completely. So let's talk about this. We've got one unit at the top who's very good. We've got one unit in the middle who's extremely good and absolutely worth full price for sure. And then we've got 3, maybe 4 units that you'd be okay with pulling. And then the fourth one that I said maybe, if you don't have him, whatever. So here's the way I would look at this. If you are missing the Buhan, the Perfect Cell, and then you're missing at least 2 more of these units that you don't have whatsoever, it has to be at least 4 units that you're missing, and 2 of them must be the Buhan and the Perfect Cell, then it's worth it to pull at full price 1 to 2 times, and those are full consecutive summons. The reason they have to be consecutive summons, if we back out of here real quick, is you'll see that on the consecutive summon right here, it guarantees a sparking unit. So you're going to get a 7% chance to get a sparking, and then on top of that, you're going to guarantee that you're going to get a sparking somewhere in there beyond that. So it's actually above a 7% if you pull a full consecutive. Now, with that being said, even if you're in the scenario where you're missing 4 units and 2 of them are the Buhan and the Perfect Cell, I would not spend more than 2,000 at full price on this banner, because there's another banner which is considerably better at the moment, and these are obviously all slightly older units that are going to continue to get power crept. So in my opinion, if you're missing those 4 units, this is a 3-star banner. Spend up to 2,000 at full price. Always do your daily discounts. If you're not missing all 4, then it is only a daily discount 2-star banner. Keep that in mind. Let's roll on to this guy right here. So there's 2 parts to this. This is the standard banner, and then this is the if you spend right now, you get 999 Z power. If you ask me, the 999 Z power is just not worth it on this. So let's go down and just look at this banner right here. Z power list. We'll open this up. 7%, like I said. We're gonna go over here. The Goku is an absolutely phenomenal unit. Once he transforms, he has a ton of damage potential. He has an absolutely ridiculous stat line when he's in his Kaioken state. The hit is an insane unit. He's straight up broken. There's no other way to explain it. The only thing that's holding hit back in any way whatsoever is that he doesn't have any real cohesive tags, but there are ways to fit him on teams. He fits on quite a few different teams because he powers up yellow units, he powers up blue units, so it's hard to run him on a tag-based team, but there are many different ways to run him. I see him running a lot on yellow, yellow, blue teams right now, so far this morning anyway. I haven't seen many other ways that people really like to run him, but that seems to be very, very common. A lot of people are doing these top 2 units as yellows, and then you could run this Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku as your blue unit. Some other people are running the legendary Finish Super Saiyan Goku, so you have a few options there, and that team will do an absolute ton of damage. So let's talk about this. You obviously don't have these top 2 units. They are both, well, at least one of them is absolutely Z tier, and the other one is at least S+, but possibly also Z tier. And then this third unit, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, S+ tier unit for sure. And then if we look down here, and then if you're trying to run a Universe 6 style team, you might want the Caulifla or the Kale, although I will say they're starting to get fairly power crept. They're still usable in PvP, but you are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage if you run them. So here's the way I look at this. You're missing these top 2 units. This banner is absolutely worth pulling on no matter what, so I would say you're going to spend at least 1,000 Chrono Crystals, do a consecutive, see if you get lucky, okay? If you're missing both of these top 2 units and the Goku Blue, then easily you could spend 3,000 on this and not feel bad about it whatsoever. If you're missing all 3 of these top units here, and then you're missing at least one of these 3 down here, then you could spend up to 5,000 if you really wanted to. So this is a 3-star Dragon Ball banner. Depending on your situation, spend between 1 and 5,000 crystals at full price, and then make sure you're always doing your daily discounts. And I will also be spending on this. I'm going to spend at least 3,000. I might spend 5,000. We'll see how it goes whenever that does happen. I'll probably do my summoning video a little later today. It'll probably come out tomorrow, so watch for that. If you guys think I missed anything, throw it down below. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.